This is what we lost in 2025 after paying upfront for beauty services that never happened. Over $2 million, the highest prepayment loss any industry has ever seen. By beauty services, I'm talking about hair, nails, facials, massages, and spa. These record losses from prepaid packages are raising serious questions. And that's the reason why I've taken on a disguise. To find out if there is something deeper at play.
Are you a free tester? Alright, you can test. You come here.
What is this? February 28 this year. Beauty spa Royal Secret Wellness shut down suddenly after 30 years in operation. All customers were left with was this notice posted on the company's Facebook page. Customers lost a total of over 1 million Singapore dollars. And from what I've read online, the largest loss recorded by one customer was nearly $50,000. I cannot imagine why anyone would pay so much in advance for beauty treatments. Together with my producer, we spent 3 weeks looking for this victim. We finally found her. Why have you asked us not to reveal your identity?
I don't want my parents to know. They do not know the full extent of the amount that I spent on these packages.
You have nearly $50,000 in unused packages. I don't get it.
On the personal side, that I have signed up for so many packages and treatments that it's too difficult to track. For the company side, each time you finished treatment, they will just let you sign on the piece of paper for the particular treatment that you've used. They do not give you any details of what are the packages that are still remaining, the number of sessions left.
Did you ever feel pressured to sign up for the packages?
Yes, they will usually pressure, they will tell you that, hey, this is a VIP deal that I'm offering you. Or sometimes they will say, oh, this is a special sales now that they are offering. Or it could be Mother's Day sales,
When was the last time you bought the package?
The last time was in December 2025, and it was for close to 7,000-ish. Yeah. And they closed down in February 2026. How could that actually happen? I felt betrayed and also shocked.
What has the company offered you in return for the unused packages?
They gave us a list of spas to choose from. The new spa actually gave you a goodwill $1,000 for you to use within 6 months.
$1,000 in return for your close to $50,000 value in unused package.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
Of course, that's definitely not enough at all. There's a 49,000 difference.
So what did you do next?
I wrote an email to Case. Case told me that since the business have ceased, there's no one they can actually talk to. So they actually gave me 3 routes to consider. One of it is to go to the banks to stop the payment. Second is to go to the small claims tribunal. And third is also to seek for independent legal advice.
Were you happy with the response?
Of course not.
So what was the next thing that you tried?
I submitted my application to small claims tribunal. I have an upcoming hearing in a month's time.
Besides a financial toll, what kind of impact has this whole incident had on you?
I have sleepless nights thinking, just thinking of what are the other solutions. And the other part is that you couldn't share anything with your family members. Yeah, so you just gotta look perfectly fine in front of them, while within you, it's like, it's killing you, having to already lost that 50,000.
It's been 3 weeks since I spoke to Sarah. Now, she has since received a letter from the Small Claims Tribunal. Royal Secrets, despite its closure, has been ordered to reimburse her $20,000. Royal Secrets Wellness is one of a rising number of beauty business closures. In 2020, just over 1,000 beauty businesses shut down. The number of closures has risen gradually by about 100 each year. But in 2025, the pattern broke. Closures jumped sharply by 270, resulting in 1,647 closures. What's causing this spike? I turn to two industry veterans who have spent decades in the beauty and wellness trade.
Here we are in Toa Payoh Central. Normally the association will come down to the ground and see what's happening.
So we walk the ground to see the change in landscape. We have discovered more turnover.
So why are we seeing rising closures in the beauty sector?
Well, because competition is very tough nowadays, and entry to this industry, the barrier is low. Right? It's easy to start up a business in this beauty industry.
How easy is it?
Let me show you. All this setup costs. Right, nowadays you can order directly where they will send it to your doorsteps. Like shampoo chairs. Before the online, these chairs used to cost about $500 to $600 a piece.
Okay, so how much is this one?
So we're looking at 283.
Okay, but this is before you pay for the shipping, before
Everything
you pay
is
for...
included.
Wow.
So the price we are looking at maybe 50% or 70% lower than what it used to be.
Let's talk about rental. That's the biggest cost in the setup of the business. Well, you need to have get ready a deposit of 3 months to the owners. Now, next is the renovation cost as materials and everything are going higher and higher. We can talk about 20 to 50,000 easily for the renovation.
So let's say to set up a 3-seater salon,
yeah.
maybe not in Toa Payoh Central like here,
Yeah.
but in a quieter HDB area, how much would that cost?
That will cost you about 50, 60,000 will do.
Will do?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of money to me.
No, it's not
Compared to other businesses.
compared with other places. There's no gatekeepers for this industry. Without regulations, anybody can come into the business.
Do you think the issue of competition is making the businesses sell prepaid packages? Is this contributing to the problem?
They are using prepaid packages to so-called get the cash so that they can roll. Like just now we're talking about setup, we didn't talk about the rental. Rental is the more deadly and highest percentage of all setups. Like for example, now we're at Toa Payoh, right? So a small shop might cost you like 10 to 20,000 per month. So they do have to take cash in order for them to run, to roll over.
Now, if you just do a basic haircut for $5, if you take a 20,000 and divide by $5, how many haircuts you need to do? You need 4,000 customers to walk into your salon. If you can't get it, what will happen? But the overhead still have to run with it. So in that case, they will come in with attractive bonus or packages to
For the
attract customers to come in.
pre-packages.
And also from a consumer point of view, isn't it that I'm loaning you cash to
Yes.
help you roll over your business?
For them, they'll be presented that it's cheaper. And then I think some of them also buy because they go down to the place very often. Then they have some bond with the therapists. Yeah, so most of them buy because of that as well.
The number of openings, much like the number of closures, has been climbing too, with a similar steep jump from 2024 to 2025. Openings rose by about 16% from 2024 to 2025, even though closures grew faster at nearly 20%. At the same time, the Consumers Association of Singapore received 2,113 complaints against the beauty industry in 2025, with 1 in 5 of the complaints linked to pressure sales tactics. And a troubling pattern is emerging. want to know how these businesses are persuading our elderly to buy these packages. So I'm heading into the heartlands where some of these cases have been reported. But I'm not going in as myself. I'm going in as an elderly woman to see just how these sales tactics work. Here you go. I walked past a beauty salon. Many others walked past too, but they only approached the elderly me.
I give you a tester.
What is this?
I apply for you, okay?
They offered me a sample of their cream and encouraged me to step into the shop. The same thing happened at another shop.
For your free tester, right? You can test. Nadia, you from here?
I'm from Malaysia.
This one, I'll give you a little. It's a very lihai, very pioneer, right? Beautiful.
Yesterday, I walked past the exact same shop, but as my regular self. I even paused briefly in front of the shop. They looked at me and they let me walk right past. But today, I got samples and I got invited into the shop. So that we can cover more salons across the island, I'm repeating this undercover sting with two real seniors.
Oh, don't want lah. Oh, I scared lah.
What is scared is no pain, right?
No pain, but I scared anything.
Our undercover senior was encouraged to enter a shop and persistently pressured to try a free treatment.
I scared anything. I never do this one lah.
Later after you must give me a hug and a kiss.
A trial treatment was carried out on one side of her eyelid. When our talent declined to sign a package, the staff's tone turned aggressive.
You
Not
see the reason
comfortable.
you like already.
But I'm not comfortable with them.
You see this uncle, 92 years old uncle. 92.
I know, but I cannot have one side like that, one side like that.
What did you like it, the result? Do you like it? You want to do treatment here?
I'm not very comfortable.
Yeah, because it's tightening, because your skin is already set.
I'm more not interested. I will let you try, but now I want to
I
wash
let
off.
you try, it's not you let me try.
Yeah.
I let you try.
Our second talent walked into a salon for a simple eyebrow embroidery, during which she was asked to buy a package.
再给我40块，你就可以做9次，够合算了。
不用紧啦，我再考虑一下。哎，那个收据今天做的没的不能给啊？
你
为什么？
还钱我已经给你服务完了，就像你买东西，姐姐你去买个蛋糕，买完蛋糕了。
哎，没有买蛋糕，他也是有给收，他也是有给收据。
这样的店，他就不需要这样的叫。
哦，是奇怪的啊。
买这个我们就有了。
The salon refused to issue a receipt unless she bought a package.
没有收据，姐姐
不可以，没有给收据的吗？很奇怪。
有就会给你。
At another shop, our talent went for an eyebrow plucking session, but even at the exit, the staff kept pushing for a facial package.
因为你的脸需要它，这样的话皮肤就会更好，要不然的话毛孔会粗大，皮肤会有一点颗粒的红红啊，这样的啊，太缺水了。
不用紧啦，我再考虑一下啦。
不会，效果还好。
我想想看，我如果要我才回来啦。
这个有什么可那啥的呀？
啊？
这个有什么可想的呀？这个是没有可想的，是因为我们皮肤做完之后，我保证你不会后悔。
不行啦，我等一下我出去，我想想看，要我再回。
想法有什么可想的？让皮肤变美，这不是人多大年纪都要做的事情吗？
不行啦，我等一下，如果我想想看，要我才回来。
我也不会给你这个优惠的。
At this beauty shop, promotions are offered specifically to seniors.
No. I'm not going to buy anything
No, I
today.
tell you what, are you holding a Merdeka or Pioneer? You can get extra 20% off. 2,888, 12 times. Yes, we don't do any cheap here. We do all treatment by doctor one. Visa, Master or Next?
I cannot decide now.
Then when you want visa, you already 70.
It gets more egregious. Here, our talent bought an eyebrow touch-up session.
我帮你试一下啊，我给你试一下这边。
不要了，不要了，你只是帮我修补。等一下我不懂是不会适合我的
就是我让你感受一下，让你看一下。
啊，还要改呀、不要啦，我不要啊。
Even though our actress declined, the staff said it was just a demonstration, but went on to upgrade one side of her eyebrows.
这个是明星美，原价是398的，要不给你送那个 facial 了？
不要啦，补那个60就够了。
就这边是比较自然的。
不紧啦，我做这个了。
你是因为价？
我改次啦，我改次。
Our senior was told to pay an extra $300 for a package, inclusive of 3 touch-up sessions and facials to match both sides, or leave with uneven eyebrows.
我们用那个也可以的，那个 CDC 吗？那个叫什么
CDC
啊？我们家用 CDC 也可以敷的。可惜了，姐姐，我真的我都不想下手。
多漂亮啊！你看，
做成这样就改不出来这样了，我都不好下手。
这边的话，你看这边做多好看，明明的这一根一根的毛，这边你看都没有。
Our seniors visited 12 shops. Now, in all but 2 of them, the sales staff continued pushing packages, even after multiple refusals. So, what's driving this persistence? To find out what's behind this persistence, I'm meeting a hairdresser who used to sell packages when he first entered the industry. Hon, you are no stranger to selling prepaid packages.
Yes, I sold prepaid packages before. We are told to sell customer things that they don't really need. Let's say, for example, they say their hair is very dry. So you need air on. Yeah, because this is due to your scalp problem. So we must push them, we must try to persuade them. So your hair is very terrible, you really need this. And customer will freak out because it's the way they say, I'm going to get infection from my scalp and then I'm going to get hair loss. So many people during that age, like 60 to 70, they are so concerned about hair loss.
Right.
We will try to feed the fear into them.
Oh my goodness.
Feed the fear, yes. Feed the fear.
Did you ever feel bad about that?
I know we are pushy, but we have no choice to sell packages, to hit our monthly quota, like commission base. All hairdressers work on a commission basis. We need that commission to survive. We will need to go into a meeting with the manager or the salons. They will try to brainwash us in a way to tell you that how you're going to sell it, feed the fear. Yeah, once we never get this, they will threaten us in a way.
The management will threaten you?
Yes, will threaten us in a way. Let's say, if this month you never hit your quota, we will give you another probation, maybe for another 1 month. But if you can't hit your probation and that means out you go. So this is quite tricky for us as a newcomer, just step into a hairdressing trade during my 20s. So it's, we do feel the fear too, of course, because we might be jobless.
With prepayment losses in the beauty industry on the rise, what can consumers actually do? When things go wrong, many consumers turn to the Consumers Association of Singapore. CASE, in short, is Singapore's consumer watchdog. I'm meeting a council member of CASE, and I'm bringing along some concerns from consumers who have lost money.
Isn't it time that CASE should lobby the government to make prepayment insurance legally mandatory for the entire industry instead of placing this huge burden of risk entirely on the consumers like us?
So what's your response to this?
We have been lobbying for this with the government and also for cooling off, a mandatory cooling off period for packages whereby consumers can actually change their mind after they have gone home, for example, and they think about it and they wish to cancel the contracts. Now, this has been going on for the past few years that we have been pushing for it already.
So why aren't we passing a law?
Let's put it this way. It's not going to be an easy law to pass in the sense that you got to balance the interests of the community, the consumer community, against the business community.
The risks seem to fall very heavily on the consumer and not the businesses. Would you agree with that?
Well, the thing is that there's this traditional saying of caveat emptor, which is basically buyers beware. So a lot of things are actually in your hands and you decide.
Besides, you keep saying that you have no power to prosecute, you can't do much.
In the end, they are not doing any action. Then what is the purpose of this organization?
Now, as case, we are not the government, so we cannot dictate or we do not have the power to impose a sanction against the businesses. So what we do is that our role is to collect consumers' feedback, try to help them to negotiate and basically to mediate if there's any disputes. Now, these are some of the things that along the way we walk with you, but we are not the Akong that has got the power to wag the cane, But we have the ability to influence certain cases to go and refer cases to CCS, Competition Commission. They are the ones that will be able to take action against those errant retailers.
We reached out to the Competition and Consumer Commission of Singapore, the regulator with powers to act on unfair trade practices. Now, we want to know what more can be done to address the sharp rise in prepayment losses. In response, CCS says it will act against businesses that persist in unfair practices, but cannot step in when firms fail due to genuine financial difficulties. Consumers are urged to be cautious with large upfront payments. Meanwhile, the government has convened an independent consumer protection review panel to review existing safeguards for high-value packages, with recommendations due later this year. There is fundamentally nothing wrong with prepaid packages. I mean, they benefit consumers too because they usually come at a discount. So if you still want to buy a prepaid package, here are some tips I've learned. Wait 24 hours before committing so that you have time to think it through. 2, track your usage. And finally, make sure you are buying something you truly need and not just because it feels like a good deal. As for Sarah, the business has till 23rd May to pay her back $20,000. Assuming she gets the money, that's still less than half of what she's owed.